Welcome to Fantasy Audiobook, National Armorization, Infinite Evolution Super Illusory God 1, Suming, Silver Wolf, Gold Finger Xiansheng, the 3rd High School, the 2nd Class. The minimum requirement of the university is that the Phantom Beasts reach the Black Iron level. In the last month of the college entrance examination, I hope that the remaining students will work harder and strive to cultivate the Phantom Beasts to the minimum standard. On the podium, the head teacher Guo Dong said solemnly. Suming, who was sitting below, had a hint of helplessness flashing in his eyes. He is the only student in the class who has not yet cultivated to the Black Iron level. What's even more helpless is that Suming is still a traveler. It has been 3 years since I traveled to this world. Originally, this world is the same as Blue Star. Human beings have a prosperous scientific and technological civilization, and they are the civilization masters of the planet. But on a certain day 200 years ago, the divine radiance revived and swept the world. From that day on, animals and plants began to magically evolve, and at the same time, they attacked the once dominant human beings. At first, with the help of technology, humans could still stop it. But as time goes by, the creatures collectively referred to as eudemons after magic become more and more powerful. Ordinary phantom beasts, with a casual blow, are comparable to the power of human guns. And those powerful phantom beasts, their attacks are completely beyond the missiles of human science and technology, and go toward the unknown territory. It can be said that this is an evolutionary event for all living things. But only human beings have not changed at all in this evolutionary event. Under this severe living environment, human beings have lost more than half of their population in just 10 years and are almost on the verge of extinction. But at the most critical juncture, the wise human beings, by cultivating phantom beasts, integrating armor, coping with disasters, unlocked the evolutionary power of mankind. To this day, this is a world where people are armored through phantom beasts. Every human being, from the moment of going to school, must learn the corresponding knowledge. In high school, it is necessary to choose a phantom beast to grow together. At the moment of reaching adulthood, with personal talent, he embarked on the road of armored envoy, and the college entrance examination is the most important hurdle for the selection of armored envoys. If they can't enter the university, ordinary students can only go to the society to train and become armored ambassadors. This cycle will basically last for more than 10 years, missing the golden period of human growth. Unfortunately, no matter what university, the minimum requirement is that the phantom beasts be trained to the Black Iron level. At the moment, Suming is stuck on this requirement. Thinking of this, Suming didn't raise his arm, and a slightly hideous silver wolf turned into a soft light tattoo and stuck it on it. That is the phantom beast of Suming's contract, the silver wolf. It seems to be quite ferocious, but it is actually the most common, the lowest level phantom beast, as common as the dogs raised by humans in the previous life. Since Suming's family background was not very good, the first eudemons was provided by the state. And the most important thing is that the phantom beast like the silver wolf has absolutely no advantage in the competitiveness of work after leaving the society. In addition to being a horse and pulling a cart, at most, like Suming's current part-time job, he goes to the slaughterhouse and kills chickens and ducks. Teacher Guo, don't worry. In the next month, I will let my dad's slaughterhouse work hard to help Suming's silver wolf to advance to the Black Iron level. Suddenly, a fat figure stood up and said righteously, "Ha ha ha, Fatty Fan is doing something again." I laughed so hard. This fat man didn't have a good heart. It is estimated that Suming's silver wolf, killing chickens, is about to collapse. The whole class suddenly burst into laughter. However, Guo Dong, the head teacher on the podium, stopped him seriously. "What are you laughing at? Student Fanzong, this is helpful." Saying this, Guo Dong looked at Suming who was sitting in the back row and said, "Suming, do you have to work hard in the next time? Evolutionary beasts have to undergo tempering before they can evolve. This is a rare opportunity." At this moment, before Suming could speak, the whole class burst into deep laughter again. All the students covered their mouths and snickered. Seeing this scene, Suming sighed, got up, and said, "Got it, Teacher Guo. It seems that everything is for their own good. But how could the phantom beasts evolve by killing chickens? This is in the name of strengthening one's own working hours." Unfortunately, Suming could not refute this. This world speaks with strength. Now that the entire class is the only Eudemons left, it has not yet reached the black iron level, which will completely reduce the school's enrollment rate. It is also normal for Guodong and his classmates to target themselves, and Suming has long been used to it. Okay, school. With Guodong's voice, Suming got up and left the school. Xiancheng, Fan's slaughterhouse. This is one of the meat supply points in Xiancheng. In order to satisfy Sunken's meat resources, the meat produced every day is huge. At the same time, this is also the family business of the fat classmate Fan Zong. Why Fan Zong was intimated by Guodong was more because of Fan Zong's family. And this job was also won by Guodong for Suming at that time. But until now, it has changed a bit. Suming is here. Go to work. The young master greeted us just now. Starting today, your task volume will be doubled. The moment Ming walked into the slaughterhouse, the fat supervisor Wang stepped forward and shouted, "There is a lot of meaning. If you don't do it, you will get out." Seeing this scene, Suming didn't say anything, just nodded and said, "Got it." Then, he went to the slaughterhouse. It didn't take long before they came to the huge chicken shed raised in the slaughterhouse. After the divine resurrection, the common meat grows very fast, and it can basically be eaten in less than a week. So capturing and slaughtering is a problem, and Eudemons has become a good solution. Suming's work is like that. After putting on the slaughtering clothes, Suming patted his arm, and a silver light burst out, turning into a silver wolf about half a person's height. When the silver wolf appeared, he rubbed Suming's thigh intimately. Feeling the hairy head, Suming flashed a smile and warmth. At least in the past life, I can't raise this kind of creature. Zayawai, work. Today's task is very heavy, and I have to kill twice as many. Patting the silver wolf on the head, Suming said directly. Zayawai, the nickname given to Yinlang by Suming, means that it can grow brilliantly. But unfortunately, not to mention brilliant now, it can't even grow up. Hearing Suming's words, the silver wolf howled and turned into a silver shadow, rushing towards the chicken coop. The next moment, the whole chicken coop sounded the screams of chickens. But in the face of all this, Suming was lost in thought. Perhaps, in the future, I will work in the slaughterhouse like this. Then, marrying a wife and having children, working hard for the child's phantom beast, and this life is over like this. Can you be content with yourself? Looking at the silver wolf caught and hunted ahead, Suming flashed a trace of guilt. If this is the case in this life, Zayawai doesn't seem to be reconciled, right? Ding! Enough energy has been accumulated, and the system has been successfully activated. Ding! Kill the rooster. Experience value plus 10, evolution point plus 0.00001. Ding! Ding! Experience is full. Do you want to upgrade the silver wolf level? In an instant, Suming was taken aback after crossing Goldfinger. Finally arrived? National Armorization, Infinite Evolution Super Illusory God 2-2, Yu Min, Silver Blade, upgrade again yes. After seeing the prompt sound, Suming said without hesitation. In the next instant, the silver wolf who was raging in the chicken coop was suddenly enveloped by a soft white light. It didn't take long before the white glow began to expand like a balloon. It stopped when it swelled to about the same height as Suming. Wow! A deep wolf roar, like a subwoofer, blasted in Suming's ear. At this moment, when the chickens in the chicken coop heard the wolf roar, they fell down like their hearts were broken. Those who haven't fallen down can't help but start to tremble, and they can't even flap their wings. The white on gradually dissipated, and a silver wolf as tall as Suming slowly revealed his body. The appearance has not changed. It is still silver hair, sharp limbs, and bloodthirsty minions. But this size has more than doubled in size. If it weren't for the familiar eyes, Suming could hardly recognize it. This is his own phantom beast. Zayawai. Suming tried to bark. At this moment, the silver wolf turned into a silver shadow, appeared in front of Suming in the blink of an eye, and rubbed Suming's cheek intimately. At that speed, Suming couldn't help being startled. Ding! The upgrade of the silver wolf is completed. Currently, low-grade black iron. Generating dark iron skills. Eudemons, silver wolf level, black iron low-grade quality, ordinary talent, wolf, normal, skills, Yu Min, black iron, silver blade, black iron, note wolf. In the deep wolves, improve the combat power note Uemin. Silver wolf fur increases agility in the moonlight note silver blade, Duklaw's attack with silver blade. Damage. A data panel was transformed into Suming's eyes. This should be the function of Goldfinger. Suming confirmed. With this data panel, Suming has an intuitive understanding of Zayawai's strengths. Before the evolution of the silver wolf, except for the racial talent of the wolf, there is nothing at all. But now, there are 2 more black iron skills. Suming couldn't help looking towards the top of the chicken coop. Today, the sky is dark, but the soft moonlight still shines down. And Zayawai's dark wolf hair, under the moonlight, sparkled like a wave. This should be the effect brought by Yumin. No wonder the speed just now startled himself. After understanding the first skill, Suming looked at the second skill again. After thinking about it, Suming said, Zayawai, use the silver blade. Wow. Silver Wolf didn't seem to understand what it meant and looked at Suming. Zayawai, attack. At this moment, Suming ordered. It is estimated that Zayawai does not understand at all what ability he has. After hearing the familiar command sound, the silver wolf reacted. Then, under the moonlight, he jumped into the chicken coop. He raised his claws and grabbed the roosters as before. But at this moment, a silver moon blade suddenly condensed from the wolf claws. With a swoosh, it ran through a row of chicken coops without any obstruction. In an instant, a bloody smell permeated. It was not until the bloodstains stretched 10 meters away that the silver blade slowly dissipated. Ding! Kill the rooster. Experience value +1, evolution point +0.00001. Ding! Ding! A row of prompts sounded, making Suming's eyes full of wonder. The damage of this silver blade is much more terrifying than the black iron phantom beasts of many classmates. It can even be compared with the phantom beasts of key students, if you count Yumin's bonus. Suming sucked in a breath of cold air. With just 1 upgrade, the silver wolf's strength has caught up with the school's first echelon. When Suming looked at the silver wolf, he found that his eyes also revealed incredibleness. Wow! Zayawai growled at Suming, as if asking, is this himself? At this moment, Suming smiled and nodded. Zayawai, finish today's work, we can change places tomorrow. Hearing this, Silver Wolf instantly revealed excitement. Wow! With a wolf roar, silver blades flew in the chicken coop of the slaughterhouse. Ding! Kill the rooster. Experience value +1, evolution point +0.00001. Ding! Ding! The moon gradually rose, and Suming found that the speed of the silver wolf had increased even further. According to this efficiency, today's work tasks are completely stress-free. At this time, Suming is studying his Goldfinger. After just exploring, Suming has confirmed that his Goldfinger is a killing system. After the Eudemons kills the target, you can gain experience, which can be used to upgrade the Eudemons. The other is to gain evolution points. However, after killing a chicken, Suming can only get 0.00001 points, and Suming is ready to sleep. According to this data calculation, go back and kill 10,000 chickens to get 1 evolution point. I still feel sleepy by myself. Although the silver wolf has evolved, this number really has to wait for a few hours. Look at the still excited silver wolf, and Suming will toss with it. Anyway, the chickens in the chicken coop grow very fast, and it's okay to kill them all. Go back to the slaughterhouse and bring in a batch of chicks. After a week, it will look like this again. Thinking of this, Suming couldn't help closing his eyes. Ding! The experience points are full. Do you want to upgrade the silver wolf level? Ding! Ding! I don't know how long it took, but the continuous sound of reminders woke Suming up. Experience is full again? At this moment, when Suming raised his head and looked at the scene, a bloody smell came to his face. Ahead, there are chicken carcasses everywhere. The silver wolf, however, is still the same as before, resting for a while, and then releasing the silver blade to kill the chicken. Outside, the sky was starting to get dark. At this time, Suming realized that the whole night was almost over. Yes, raise the silver wolf level. As Suming's words sounded, the soft light enveloped the silver wolf again and began to expand. About a minute later, the light gradually dissipated. Ding! The upgrade of the silver wolf is completed. Currently, the middle grade of black iron. Increasing dark iron skills. At this time, standing in front of Suming was a giant beast that brought complete oppression. The size of the silver wolf was once again raised. Suming stood there, nearly reaching the jaws of the silver wolf. I looked over it, except that the minions were harder. The most distinctive thing is that Suming suddenly discovered that the silver wolf fur all over his body began to emit a soft light. Even if the sky is getting brighter, it is still the same. Could it be that the effect of Yuemin has been fixed? Thinking of this, Suming didn't open Silver Wolf's panel. But when he read it all, he didn't take a deep breath. National Armorization, Infinite Evolution Super Illusory God 3-3, Wolf Howling Bomb, Moonlight, UUU. Demons, Silver Wolf Level, Black Iron Middle Grade Quality, Ordinary Talent, Wolf, Normal, Skills, Min, Black Iron, Silver Blade, Black Iron, Moon Speed, Black Iron, Wolf Howling Bullet, Black Iron, Note Moon Speed, absorbs moonlight in wolf fur at night, and can increase agility after release. Note Wolf Howling Bomb, condensing the power of moonlight, breathing energy cannon. There are 2 more skills, but the speed and attack of the silver wolf have been strengthened again. The appearance of the moon speed can rely on the accumulation of the night, so that the silver wolf can also enter the moon-sensitive state for a short time during the day. The appearance of the wolf howling bullet also means that the silver wolf has the nirvana of a finalist. Although the time traveled, the silver wolf cultivated very slowly. However, the basic knowledge Suming learned was very solid. Demons capable of spewing energy cannons are basically of rare quality, and can be regarded as the existence of the country's bottom elite. This upgrade has completely distanced Suming from ordinary people. According to the panel provided by Silver Wolf at the moment, when I become an armored envoy, I can also get exercise in guiding my spiritual potential. All the training of the demons is to better train to become an armored envoy. This is the basic core. Although he has not yet entered the university, Suming still understands the path of the armored envoy. Armored envoys are divided into 3 categories: armored military envoys, phantom magic envoys, and Niani envoys. Armored military envoys, similar to warriors, take the most common road of beast phantom armor. When the armor is transformed, the human body can be tempered with the help of phantom beasts. Magic envoys, similar to wizards, allow humans to use the magic armor of phantom beasts to generate powerful magic attacks by using external energy, which naturally trains human spiritual power. Nian Yishi, similar and auxiliary, this part is a special phantom beast, so the training direction of human beings is very strange. Originally, according to the quality of the silver wolf, he could only take the path of the armored military envoy, but from the moment the wolf howling bullet appeared, Suming knew that on the road of the magician, it could also accumulate slowly. Because this is a way of communicating external energy. Why, the demons that spit energy cannons can be regarded as the existence of the country's bottom elite. It is because of this gap that the spirit of the armored envoy can be tempered. Don't look at it as a small point. With the accumulation of time, there will be huge qualitative changes. Thinking of this, Suming is very satisfied. The road in the future has become wider and wider. In just one night, it has surpassed the public level. What if you give yourself enough time to evolve the silver wolf? Evolution? Suddenly, Suming remembered, isn't there an evolution point after Goldfinger kills the target? At this moment, Suming couldn't wait to open his panel. Host, Suming Level, Black Iron Middle Grade Demons 1, Silver Wolf Evolution Point, 1. Simple data, but seeing that evolution point, Suming was not overjoyed. Good guy, this is the chicken that the silver wolf killed all night, and I don't know how effective it is. System, Evolution Silver Wolf Ding, Unassigned Evolution Point 1 is detected. Do you want to evolve Silver Wolf? Yes, the prompt sounded again, but Suming confirmed without hesitation. Wow. Suddenly, the silver wolf let out a painful low roar. A flash of silver light flashed, and lines of silver were outlined on its body, forming complicated patterns. The silver wolf hair on the silver wolf's body, like grass, swayed with the flow of silver lines. Not long after, when the silver pattern condensed on the silver wolf's skull, it suddenly disappeared. A looming crescent moon was engraved on Yinlang's eyebrows. Ding! The evolution is successful. The current progress, Silver Moon Wolf King 50%. The sound of the prompt sounded, letting Suming know the next evolutionary direction of Silver Wolf. Silver Moon Wolf King? Being able to become the king of a mythical beast group is naturally not easy. Silver Moon Wolf King's Phantom Beast quality, although it is in the rare stage, but its value in commanding wolves is very high. What's more, the Wolf King is naturally the strongest among the wolves, and his combat power is naturally considerable. Thinking about it, as long as there is one evolution point to make Xiaowai the Silver Moon Wolf King, Suming's mood instantly improves. Demons, Silver Wolf level, Black Iron middle grade quality, ordinary talent, Alpha Wolf, normal, Moonlight, normal, skills, Min, Black Iron, Silver Blade, Black Iron, Moon Speed, Black Iron, Wolf Howling Bullet, Black Iron. Note Alpha Wolf, it can dominate the Kingless Wolf pack. Note Moonlight, with the help of Moonlight, the combat power can be greatly improved. In the early morning, Director Wang of the slaughterhouse went to work as usual. He still remembered that the task that Master Fan gave him yesterday doubled the workload of the little boy Suming. Thinking of this, Director Wang walked to the chicken coop impatiently when he came to the slaughterhouse. According to the strength of Suming's Silver Wolf, the task volume was doubled, and it was estimated that it would not be possible to complete it in one night. Director Wang's fat face did not reveal a trace of drama. He was looking forward to Suming's performance when the door was opened. But when he pushed open the chicken coop, he suddenly found that the whole chicken coop was silent, and there was not even a single chicken left. The scene in his fantasy did not happen. There is only one spot of blood, indicating the slaughter scene that took place last night. At this moment, Suming happened to change his clothes and walk out. Where's the chicken? At this moment, Director Wang couldn't help asking. According to his strength, it is impossible to kill all the chickens in the chicken coop overnight. In front of Suming, how could it be possible? It's already in the slaughterer. Looking at the fat supervisor in front of him, Suming said, "Impossible, according to your strength. How can you kill the entire chicken coop overnight? Did someone help you? I tell you, there is no salary for this." At this moment, Director Wang said viciously. But in the next instant, a look of horror appeared on his fat face. The moment Suming raised his hand, a shining silver light burst out, turning into a giant silver wolf. When the silver wolf's sharp eyes and coveted saliva dripped down, looking at Director Wang, a huge sense of crisis emerged from the depths of Director Wang's heart. Director Wang, who had not experienced a battle for many years, was trembling all over at this moment. You. Director Wang kept trembling. You said. Seeing this scene, a smile appeared on the corner of Suming's mouth. Director Wang, my silver wolf evolved last night. The work that was arranged has also been completed. The salary will be settled later. Besides, from today onwards, I won't be doing part-time jobs here. This little thing won't be too difficult for you, will it? Suming said lightly. Director Wang originally wanted to say a few words. But when he met the silver wolf's eyes, he swallowed hard. In particular, after seeing the looming crescent moon between Yinlang's eyebrows, Director Wang said in horror, "Okay, I'll settle it for you right now." National Armorization, Infinite Evolution Super Illusory God 4-4, Special Training, Appearance, Duel in the Era of Divine Recovery. Some people still choose to settle down. Director Wang is like that. Although he is not good at fighting, his experience is there. Seeing the shape of the silver wolf and the looming changes, Director Wang understood that the Suming in front of him was not something he could offend. With this silver wolf, Suming's current achievements will definitely surpass him. As for the future, it is even more distant. Director Wang is absolutely impossible to offend Suming. He can't afford to offend him at this moment. When the wages were settled, Suming left the slaughterhouse to go to school. As for Director Wang, Suming was not too embarrassed. After all, in the past time, people have given a meal to eat, and it is the best result to settle and leave now. When Suming came to the school, he found that something changed today. All the classmates came to school early, and none of them left. What's going on here? Suming flashed a doubt in his heart. Hey, Suming, didn't you kill enough chickens last night? Suming, you don't have to come to school today. Fang Fatty, was Suming's work done yesterday? When he saw Suming walk into the class, the sneering voice sounded again. But at this moment, Suming ignored all of this and took his place. Not long after, the head teacher Guo Dong walked into the classroom and said with a serious face, "Everyone should have received the notice. In order to prepare for the college entrance examination, the school specially invited a group of armored envoy instructors to go to the field for special training for everyone in the next 2 weeks. All students who have reached the Black Iron level with Udemons can sign up to participate. We will count the number of people later, and we will leave tomorrow morning. At this moment, Suming understood why all the students had arrived. It turned out that the school asked the instructors for special training for everyone, which was a very important opportunity. Before the college entrance examination, you can have a better understanding of the cultivation of armored envoys, so that you can get extra points for the college entrance examination. Mr. Guo, I sign up. I'll sign up too. One after another, the sound of registration rang out, but no one pulled it down. Seeing this scene, Guo Dong nodded in satisfaction. This special training, all students understand the importance. But at this moment, a familiar figure raised his hand at the same time and said, Mr. Guo, I also sign up. Everyone was stunned, and looked behind them strangely. It turned out to be Suming. In an instant, the whole class burst into laughter. Suming, the minimum requirement for special training is a black iron phantom beast. If your silver wolf goes to the wild, it probably won't survive. If the silver wolf died, wouldn't you cry to death? Before adulthood, human beings had only one phantom beast for company. When you reach adulthood, you can contract one more demons for every major level you increase. The first phantom beast is very important to everyone, but more feelings are placed here. And at this moment, Suming wants to go to the field for special training. Is he really afraid that the silver wolf will die? If something really happened, it would be a double blow to the mind and body. You know, the black iron level and the unclassified demons are vastly different. At this moment, Guo Dong also said seriously, Suming, this is not a joke. Until you reach the black iron level, just a little danger, the phantom beasts can't resist. Special training, it's not for you to mess around. Seeing Guo Dong being so serious, all the students stopped laughing. Life is no child's play. But at this moment, everyone saw Suming stand up and said calmly, Mr. Guo, my phantom beast has been promoted to black iron. Click. A sudden sentence shocked everyone present, but in the next moment, more violent laughter sounded. 1 day has passed, black iron. Ha ha ha. Suming, could it be that your phantom beast killed the chicken and killed the black iron? Fan Fatty, your slaughterhouse works so well. I'll let my phantom beasts kill chickens too. It's really evolved by then. Hearing the mocking laughter around him, Suming didn't care too much. But Fan Zong, the little fat man who was named, couldn't help it. Suming, stop being funny. Killing chickens can evolve phantom beasts, then my family's slaughterhouses are all armored envoys. Boom. Ha ha ha. I can't do it. Fatty Fan is too funny. My family is full of armored envoys? Ha 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 ha. At this moment, Fan Zong's words made the laughter rise again. At the same time, Guo Dong on the podium couldn't help but smile when he heard Fan Zong's words. But then he immediately realized the problem and said directly, Suming, since you said that your phantom beast has been promoted to the black iron level, then summon it and let the teacher see it. Just in case you read it wrong. In the face of the ridicule of the surrounding classmates, Suming did not say anything. Calmly stretched out his arm. At this moment, everyone found out. I don't know when, Suming's phantom beast tattoo, exuding silver stripes, has wrapped around his arm at this moment. Xiaowai, come out. Let everyone meet. Roar. As Suming's words sounded, a deep wolf roar exploded in everyone's ears. In the blink of an eye, a terrifying giant silver wolf appeared in the classroom. That huge body is almost half the height of the classroom. And that slender body crossed the back row the moment it appeared. The entire classroom was silent. All the students, seeing the silver wolf appearing, were dumbfounded. The simplest intuitive vision of demons is body size. And at this moment, Suming's silver wolf has grown so huge, it is obvious that his strength surpasses all the phantom beasts present. Even Guo Dong on the podium had a very solemn expression on his face. This giant wolf actually gave him a sense of crisis. He had a strong feeling that even if his high-grade black iron demons appeared, they would not be able to gain an advantage in front of this giant wolf. Your silver wolf, this is not a promotion, but an evolution, right? Guo Dong said very seriously. Ordinary silver wolf, even if promoted, can't give him this feeling. Only evolution can do this. Hearing this, Suming flashed a smile on the corner of his mouth, nodded and said, "Mr. Guo, not bad. My silver wolf evolved last night, and the level has reached the middle grade of black iron." Wow! Suddenly, the entire classroom sounded an extremely violent exclamation. Black iron, this is already the strength of the school's key students. Impossible. After a night, how could the phantom be promoted to the middle grade of black iron? Mr. Guo, I demand a duel with Ming. At this moment, I saw Fan Zong and shouted in disbelief. National Armorization, Infinite Evolution Super Illusory God 5-5, Savage Pig, defeated. Changed attitude. Fan Zong absolutely did not believe in such a magical fact. Yesterday, it was just an ordinary silver wolf, but after one night, it was actually promoted to the middle grade of black iron. Moreover, among the students present, only Fan Zong knew it best. Last night, Suming really killed chickens in his slaughterhouse. As the night approached, he made a special confirmation. You demons kill chickens, jumping 2 levels in a row in one night? This is absolutely impossible. At this time, Guodong was a little reluctant to admit it. After all, it was beyond his years of coaching knowledge. Glancing at Suming and Fan Zong slightly, Guodong noticed in his heart. Fan Zong's family was in good condition, and he got him a rare demons. Just some time ago, it also broke through the middle grade of black iron. It's better to let them fight. If Suming is disguised in some way, then Guodong intends to take it seriously. Thinking of this, Guodong said, "Suming, what do you think?" Hearing this, Suming shrugged and said, "Yes. Third high school, training ground. This is the place where high school students are trained to fight phantom beasts." When the entire second class came to the scene, Fan Zong couldn't wait to summon his demons. A flash of yellow light flashed, and a giant wild boar that was only slightly shorter than the silver wolf appeared on the training ground. However, this wild boar has 2 iron teeth, nearly half a meter long, which looks very impactful. At this moment, Suming couldn't help but glance at the past with his gold finger. Demons, iron-toothed pig level, black iron middle grade quality, rare talent, brute force, rare, skills, crash, dark iron, iron sheet, normal, trample, normal. After seeing this row of panels, Suming flashed an unexpected color. Common, rare, epic, legendary, sacred. This is the quality class of demons. Unexpectedly, Fan Zong's demons turned out to be of rare quality. However, although the talent of this iron-toothed pig is rare, its skills are 1 less than that of the silver wolf. And there is only 1 skill, reaching the black iron quality. Although the talent of brute force must be very terrifying, it is a pity that it was the silver wolf. The strength is strong, and it is estimated that it cannot attack the moving silver wolf. After all, Min and speed are not a joke. In an instant, Suming's heart was relieved. "Suming, my iron-toothed wild pig, but a rare phantom beast. It will definitely crush your silver wolf into pieces. If you are afraid, admit defeat early." Fan Zong reassured when the iron-toothed pig appeared. After all, the quality of demons is indeed the guarantee of combat effectiveness. But at this moment, Fan Zong saw that Suming stretched out his hand and said provocatively, "Come on." In an instant, Fan Zong couldn't bear it anymore. "Tai Fang, come on." The iron-toothed pig let out a low roar, and its huge body stirred up dust in the sky, with an extremely shocking momentum. He rushed towards the silver wolf. At this moment, the pair of iron teeth of the iron-toothed pig released a sharp metal-like aura at the same time, as if it was about to cut the air while running. But unfortunately, with such a huge power, when the iron fang pig was only a little distance away from the silver wolf, a silver light, under the sunlight, pulled out an afterimage. Before the iron-toothed pig collided, the silver wolf disappeared. Everyone looked at it dumbfounded, and the iron-toothed pig rushed into the distance. And when they turned around, they saw that the silver wolf actually retreated to Suming's side. With strange mentally retarded eyes, he is looking at the wild pig who is far away, as if to say, "Is this a fool?" On the training ground, all the students looked dignified. The speed of Silver Wolf's hand is not something that their demons can keep up with. Guodong was also observing the Silver Wolf. If it was just speed, it would definitely not give him such a great feeling. This phantom beast must have other moves. At the same time, the face of the fat man Fan Zong became ugly. This scene is like being played by someone as a mental retard. So, Ming, do your phantom beasts only hide? Fan Zong shouted, and then he controlled the iron-toothed pigs and circled back. Violent footsteps, with loud vibrations and dust. Seeing this scene, Suming patted Silver Wolf's body and said with a smile, "Stop playing, defeat that pig." Roar. The dull wolf roar sounded again. The body of the Silver Wolf began to assume an offensive posture, facing the dust that collided with. But at this moment, everyone can feel that this phantom beast is serious. In the next instant, a faint silver shadow pulled out an afterimage on the training ground, like a straight line drawn by moonlight. When everyone came back to their senses, they saw the Silver Wolf appearing on the other side. Its Silver Wolf hair began to condense a silver light, then raised its wolf claws, and slapped it towards the iron-toothed pig. Swish! A silver blade nearly 2 meters long appeared with the outline of the wolf's claws, and with a sharp and extreme speed, it swung into the dust in the sky. Roar! A screaming pig sounded. Then, bang! There was a sway in the whole earth, and a large piece of dust was thrown up again. When the smoke dissipated, everyone discovered that the iron-toothed pig fell to the ground, howling in pain. And on its pig body, a ferocious scar on the moon blade tore a huge wound. Hiss! Everyone gasped when they saw this scene. Iron-toothed wild pigs belong to the rare phantom beasts, except for the powerful impact. The most important thing is that iron skin, which enhances its survivability. What is the situation on site? The Silver Wolf, waving its wolf claws, condensed into a silver blade, and cut open the iron skin of the iron-toothed pig. How terrifying would this attack be? At this moment, everyone looked at Suming with fear in their eyes. With this wound on the barbarian pig, none of the phantom beasts of the classmates could take the blow from the Silver Wolf. And Suming, seeing this scene, was also slightly surprised. However, I figured it out in an instant. The iron skin of the iron-toothed wild pig is just an ordinary skill. And the silver blade of the Silver Wolf is already black iron level. This is purely due to Fanzong's failure to cultivate well, which caused this gap. It is estimated that all the thoughts are spent on the collision skills. Thinking of this, Suming smiled knowingly. The Eudemons upgraded by Goldfinger are completely at the same level in strength. Fanzong, take back the Phantom Beast and go to the Phantom Beast room for treatment. Guodong said quickly after seeing the situation at the scene. Afterwards, he turned to look at Suming again with a smile. Suming, come to the special training tomorrow. In addition, the teacher wishes you good grades in the college entrance examination. At this moment, Guodong's attitude changed drastically. Suming was slightly surprised, but the other students took it for granted. Suming's Silver Wolf, completely comparable to the school's key students' Phantom Beasts, was naturally liked by the teacher. For a moment, Suming didn't know what to say. He just showed an embarrassed smile and said, "Okay, teacher. I will try my best." National Armorization, Infinite Evolution Super Illusory God 6-6, Covenant, Instructor, there is one step left before armoring. On this day, the attitudes of the surrounding classmates changed drastically. Let Suming, who returned home, sigh. A phantom beast can earn respect. What about the armored envoy? Suming couldn't imagine the position of the armored envoy in everyone's heart, also full of yearning for the road ahead. On the second day, when Suming came to the school again, all the students were already seated. And when everyone saw Suming, they just said hello with a smile. All the cynicism in the past was gone. It didn't take long for Guodong to enter the classroom and said directly, "Everyone, go to the playground and wait for the instructor." The entire third high school was also lively at the same time. Students in each class head to the playground at the same time. When the formation stood up, not long after, a helicopter flew through the sky, and then a dozen small black dots suddenly jumped down from the sky. Seeing this scene, Suming's face suddenly became serious. The sky is a restricted area for human beings, but the dozen people above have no intention of it. Dong dong dong! More than a dozen loud bangs echoed on the playground of number 3 high school. When the group of people stood up, there was nothing serious about them. They were dressed in camouflage uniforms, full of barbaric figures, and all kinds of phantom beast tattoos were wrapped around their exposed arms. Classmates, let's welcome the instructors from the Mercenary Alliance. The voice of the principal of number 3 high school sounded. Also let Suming know the origin of this group of people. The Mercenary Alliance, one of the most important group alliances in the country. In these barbaric times, the mercenary industry has grown into a behemoth. Strength is second to none. It seems that the school has spent a lot of money this time to invite these people. After all, at the moment, the armored envoys in the university are busy with enrollment matters, and it is impossible to send a team to a certain high school to lead a special training. Only mercenaries would have the time to take on such educational commissions. Just as Suming was thinking, a fierce figure with 3 scars on his face walked up to the stage and said, "Hello everyone, I'm the chief instructor of this special training, the armored envoy from the Star Alliance mercenary group, Zhou Tao." The location of this special training is the D-level Udemons area of Xiansheng, the deep forest. In the next 2 weeks, the efforts of all the students, in addition to the college entrance examination, will also be observed by us. If you are excellent, you can join the Star Alliance mercenary group directly. Whoa! In an instant, all the students were excited. The Star Alliance mercenary group can be said to be one of the largest mercenary groups in the country, and the treatment is also among the top in the country. When Zhou Tao said this treatment, the enthusiasm of all the students was mobilized. But Suming jumped without notice. It wasn't the Star Alliance mercenary group, but the D-level Udemons area that Zhou Tao said. Humans divide the level of the Udemons area into 6 levels. S, A, B, C, D, and ES levels are basically restricted areas of various countries. E level, ordinary people can also go, but this time the special training went to the D level area. According to common sense, silver level phantom beasts may appear at the highest. Aren't you afraid of students getting into trouble? But in the next moment, when Suming saw Zhou Tao's sharp eyes, he understood that this armored ambassador is definitely stronger than silver. Now, all instructors, enter your class. Lead the students to the deep forest. Following Zhou Tao's words, a dozen figures walked towards their respective classes. However, when it was the second class's turn, all the students were not surprised. A red-lipped beauty officer with big wavy red hair, enchanting body, full of charm, wearing a camouflage uniform, walked in front of the crowd. On the white arm, there are phantom beast tattoos with strange patterns, which makes it even more beautiful. Introduce myself, my name is Zhongjing, and I will be your instructor in the next 2 weeks. Remember, after entering the Udemons area, don't leave my sight. At this moment, in the entire class, it seemed that only Suming heard this beautiful instructor's order. The other students, all staring at Zhongjing, couldn't help blushing. Even Guodong stepped up at this moment and said, "Instructor Zhongjing, hello. I'm Guodong, the head teacher of the second class. I'm going to trouble you for the rest of the time." But Zhongjing seemed to be accustomed to these things, and said directly, "Okay, Mr. Guo, let's go now." The deep forest is nearly 100 kilometers away from Xiansheng. Under the arrangement of the school, when Suming came here, his eyes became slightly solemn. When I saw the quiet forest for the first time, it was like a bloodthirsty mouth of an unknown creature, waiting for everyone to enter automatically. However, Zhongjing didn't care about it. After seeing the classes coming one after another from the rear, Zhongjing fluttered her red hair and said directly, "All summoned phantom beasts, let's go first." At this time, the entire class 2 students summoned all kinds of phantom beasts, and sounded all kinds of roars. But when Suming raised his arm, a silver light flashed, and after the appearance of the silver wolf, all the phantom beasts instantly fell silent. Xiaoy appeared, and after seeing the unfamiliar scene around him, he looked at Suming with a little doubt. Seems to be asking where this is. But at this moment, a strange white arm suddenly stretched out and grabbed the silver wolf's forelimb. A moment of doubt came from the silver wolf, and when he looked down, it was Zhongjing. "Is this your phantom beast? What's your name?" Zhongjing looked at the silver wolf and asked Suming. Suming nodded and said, "Yes, instructor. My name is Suming." Hearing this answer, Zhongjing's red lips let out a squeak of admiration. It's really good to cultivate. Although the quality of the phantom beast is a little low, but looking at the breath of this silver wolf, it has been tempered very comprehensively. It's time to try armoring. You are one step away from becoming an armored envoy. When Zhongjing spoke, all the students had shocked expressions on their faces. What? Suming is only one step away from becoming an armored ambassador? What an international joke. Everyone knows that Suming's silver wolf, it only takes 2 days to advance and evolve. At this moment, even Guodong couldn't help but stepped forward and asked, Instructor Zhang, did you make a mistake? This child's phantom beast has just been promoted for a few days. Hearing this, Zhang Jing flashed a sweet smile, shook her head and said, that's right. Suming's phantom beasts have completely reached the standard of armoring. The rest can only see himself. Everyone fell silent. Does this mean that Suming can become an armored envoy before the college entrance examination? What the hell? Then, it is very likely that you will be admitted to a key university. Although it is a key university, the score is calculated based on the results of the college entrance examination, as well as the quality level of the phantom beast. But if you can become an armored envoy during the college entrance examination, you will get extra points and even be admitted. At this moment, even Suming felt a little uneasy. After all, phantom beasts are good, and armored envoys are the evolutionary direction of human beings. Finally, Suming couldn't help but ask, Instructor Zhang, how do you become an armored envoy? National Armorization, Infinite Evolution Super Illusory God 7 Vines, Thinking, Energy Bombs? Seeing Suming so urgent, Zhang Jing smiled slightly. Then he patted Yinlang's body and said, I will now tell you how to become an armored envoy. Becoming an armored envoy, there are 2 steps. 1 is to cultivate phantom beasts with more than 2 black iron skills. Second, the human body has been trained to adapt to the power of the phantom beast. When the 2 meet the standards, they will naturally merge and become an armored envoy. Speaking of this, Zhang Jing paused slightly, then stretched out her fair arm and waved slightly. Suddenly, a burst of green light flashed, and countless vines, like skyrocketing, stretched out from Zhang Jing's arms and turned into the top of the vines, covering the sky above everyone. This is my plant eudemon's skill. At the moment of becoming an armored envoy, the skills and power of the phantom beasts can be used by humans. And as they adapt, they will gradually enhance the human physique, until it is comparable to the strength of the phantom beast's physique. But the human body is weak, and in the initial stage, you can only become an armored envoy after the first step. So, Suming, you are only 1 step away from the armored envoy. But this step is also difficult to cross. It is also the place where most people are troubled. At this moment, the vines flying all over the sky made Suming extremely shocked. The moment you become an armored envoy, can you inherit the power of an illusory beast? Doesn't that mean that he can also control the power of the silver wolf? Wrong. To become an armored envoy is not only the power of phantom beasts, but also the power of human beings themselves. With the gradual advancement and evolution of human beings, it is by no means as simple as 1 + 1. Thinking of this, Suming couldn't help but use his gold finger to look at the vine growing from Zhang Jing's arm. Eudemons, Fengshan vine level, silver low-grade quality, rare talent, Gutang, rare, growth, rare, illusory armor, restoration, bronze, stacked vine, bronze, skills, vine cage, silver, branch, bronze. Rare eudemons of silver low grade? At this moment, Suming had a preliminary understanding of Zhang Jing. It turned out to be a silver-level armored envoy, and in the attribute panel of Fengshan Vine, there is an additional magic armor attribute. Is this the ability of the phantom beasts to combine with humans after they are armored? Looking at this attribute panel, Suming was silent. Compared with the silver wolf, it is still far behind. Seeing Suming's slightly lonely expression, Zhang Jing's charming smile even more, as if seeing herself at that age. Back then, when I saw a powerful armored envoy, the same was true. Suming, don't get too frustrated. Next, what you need to do is to strengthen your exercise. I'll tell you a little trick. With the Phantom Beast tattoo, first familiarize yourself with the attack method of guiding the Phantom Beast. It can speed up the progress of becoming an armored envoy. Zhang Jing patted Suming on the shoulder, and then led the crowd into the deep forest. At this time, Suming also silently followed behind the large army, thinking about how to become an armored envoy. Zhang Jing has already said it very bluntly. The direction of his next efforts is not the Phantom Beast, but himself. But how did humans evolve and strengthen themselves? Like the age of technology, training for fitness? Thinking of this, Suming put the idea behind him. No wonder it works. This is like killing a chicken. How could it be possible to evolve a new demons? If it weren't for the awakening system, suddenly, Suming couldn't help but wake up. How did the silver wolf evolve? Not just relying on evolution points? What if you use evolution points on yourself? Is it equal to strengthening human evolution? Take the first step. At this moment, Suming reacted, but this guess has yet to be tested. Next, as long as you get an evolution point, you can experiment. Thinking of this, Suming's mind became alive. When Zaiwai was promoted to the middle grade of Black Iron, killing a chicken would not be able to gain any experience points and evolution points. But now, I am in the deep forest, and I can kill a lot of targets. At this moment, Zhang Jing, who was walking in the strongest, suddenly stopped, pointed to a dense jungle ahead and said, "Ahead, there is a black iron phantom beast. Who wants to test it?" Looking closely, a boa constrictor as thick as 2 buckets with a cyan green light and covered with scales, was entangled in the jungle. It's terrifying to see. At this moment, the classmates present. "Look at me, I look at you. If it's an ordinary demons, it's fine, but the black iron level, or a snake monster." Students who tried field combat for the first time were not sure. But at this moment, a voice came from behind, "Instructor Zhang, I'm coming." It was Suming. Seeing Suming appear, Zhang Jing nodded, "Then go. The most powerful snake-like phantom beast is poison. Be careful not to bite, just inject poison." Hearing this, Suming nodded, then patted Zaiwai's body and commanded, "Do your best to kill the snake in front of you. Be careful." In an instant, a trace of solemnity flashed in Yinlang's eyes. It took a step, walked through the jungle, and walked cautiously towards the circling green snake. When the distance is not far, stop and take an attacking stance. Just when everyone thought that the silver wolf was about to attack, suddenly, a violent silver light flickered and condensed. Woo! The silver wolf let out a low roar, and the silver light visible to the naked eye began to condense in its mouth. The energy in the surrounding air is directly absorbed by this group of silver light, and then expands, releasing a strong light, a tyrannical energy. Fluctuation spread out from the mouth of the silver wolf. Fuck! Energy cannon. Fuck! Silver wolf can spit energy cannons. Fuck! Suming is taking off. In an instant, all the classmates present instantly recognized what it was, and their expressions were dumbfounded. Roar! A wolf howl, rippling in the forest? What followed was a mass of silver energy cannons filled with tyranny and instability. The time in the eyes of everyone seems to be slowing down. When that group of silver energy cannons fell into the jungle ahead, boom! A violent explosion of energy sounded. Ka ka ka! In the area of the explosion in front, the huge trees began to collapse, setting off leaves and dust all over the sky. When everything dissipated, a cyan-colored python corpse that was blasted like coke was divided into 3 sections and fell to the ground. At this moment, a blank space appeared in the minds of all the teachers and students of Class 2. How could Suming's silver wolf be so strong? Ding! Kill the black iron phantom beast. Experience plus 100. Evolution point plus 0.1 * National Armorization. Infinite Evolution Super Illusory God 88. Lead. Plane. Evolve itself. The breeze was blowing, and the explosion range in front made everyone shudder. But the initiator, Yinlang, rushed back to Suming with an excited look, and rubbed his forehead affectionately. It seems to be saying, "Praise me, praise me." At this moment, Suming flashed a hint of helplessness. He understood that Zaiwai probably misunderstood what he meant. Suming did tell him to go all out, but it wasn't the roar of the wolf in the first game. Originally, I wanted to use this trick to hide it as a killer. As a result, it is now exposed. This silver wolf, it took a lot of effort to cultivate, right? Ordinary level phantom beasts can actually spew energy bombs. Tisk tisk. Seeing this scene, Zhang Jing looked at Suming with a curious look on her charming face. At this age, she also does not have such an phantom beast, so one can imagine the impact on her peers. Okay, if that's the case, then Suming's silver wolf will take the lead, and we will enter the depths of the deep forest. Seeing that other students were still immersed in energy bombs, Zhang Jing opened her mouth to organize. Come here, but for special training, we must ensure that everyone has a chance, not just for Suming. At this moment, everyone calmed down. However, seeing the silver wolf walking in the forefront, a complex expression appeared on his face. Ding! Kill ordinary Eudemons, experience plus 10, evolution point plus 0.01 ding. Kill the black iron phantom beast, experience value plus 100, evolution point plus 0.1 ding. As the team progressed, more and more Eudemons were encountered. But under the attack of the Silver Wolf, all of them were killed. Even, not long ago, a middle-grade black iron phantom beast sprang up, but it didn't cause much obstacle to Silver Wolf. A few silver blades shot out, and they were solved by the Silver Wolf. At this moment, all the students in the second class finally gave up their thoughts of comparing with Suming. They didn't understand at all why the Silver Wolf, such an ordinary phantom beast, could be invincible at the same level at this moment. Even in terms of physical strength and endurance, it subverts everyone's perception. Unfortunately, they could never imagine the role of Suming Goldfinger. Not long after passing through a dense and deep jungle again, the sight suddenly became clear. In the front, it turned out to be a vast plain, and in the center of the plain, there was a large lake. Everyone could see to the naked eye that a large number of Eudemons gathered around the lake. At a glance, there are thousands of them. There are various grades from ordinary to bronze. At this moment, Zhang Jing's eyes flashed with a hint of caution, and she signaled, "Everyone wait for the arrival of the other classes. Later, this area will be the special training ground." Hearing this, all the students in Class 2 were shocked. "What are you kidding me? There are thousands of phantom beasts on the opposite side, let them have a special training in a class. It is estimated that there is not even slag left." Only Suming saw this scene. His eyes lit up. Although the front is taking the lead, the phantom beasts killed did not even have enough evolution points. If you kill this phantom beast in front of you, it is estimated that the evolution point can harvest a large piece. However, looking at the stance ahead, Suming is also a little wobbly. In case this phantom beast forms a herd to attack him, it is useless for the Silver Wolf to be strong. And, it's very possible? Thinking of this, Suming asked without opening his mouth, "Instructor Zhang, are you really here for special training later? What if there is a beast herd?" Hearing this, Zhang Jing nodded. "So, I have to wait for the chief instructor and other instructors to come together before I can act." Hearing this, Suming came to his senses. It turned out that he was waiting for the others to move together, so it was indeed guaranteed. "Instructor Zhang, are you sure you can withstand a herd of thousands of animals?" Suming thought for a while and asked again. After all, in human propaganda, the herd is completely the most terrifying existence. Hearing Suming's question, Zhang Jing burst into a smile and said with a smile, "You look down on the armored envoys and the instructors. Thousands of phantom beasts are actually not a herd. According to the mercenary standard, the minimum standard for a real beast group is more than 100,000 heads, and there is an epic gold-level phantom beast leader to meet the standard. When I meet that scale, I have already taken the lead and slipped away, so what are you waiting for? In this situation, it's just that I can't take care of so many students, so I'll wait for other instructors to cooperate." Suming was stunned for a moment, and showed an apologetic look, but his vision was still low. For summoners above the silver level, the scale in front of them seems to be nothing. Thinking of this, Suming knew it, and then tentatively said, "Instructor Zhang, why don't I go first?" Zhang Jing was stunned for a moment, showing an unexpected look. She really could not have imagined that Suming would have such a bold look. Originally thought Suming was afraid to ask, but it turned out that he wanted to go first alone. "Okay, I'll protect you alone, even if the phantom beast cluster in front of me can resist. You go first." The other students wait in place. Zhang Jing replied. This made Suming happy. Zhang Jing's words were like insurance. "What are you afraid of? Even if he is surrounded and beaten, Ziyawai will be able to escape when he activates the moon speed skill." Thinking of this, Suming no longer hesitated, motioned to the Silver Wolf, and rushed forward together. When Suming's figure went farther and farther, even Guodong had complicated thoughts. As a mentor, he didn't have the courage to face the scale of the phantom beast in front of him. Ding! Kill ordinary Eudemons, experience plus 10, evolution point plus 0.01 ding. Kill the black iron phantom beast, experience value plus 100, evolution point plus 0.1 ding. Suming didn't just rush to the lake stupidly to fight the Eudemons. Instead, he ordered the Silver Wolf to slowly approach the lake and then pay it away. The advantage of doing this is that it is safer. In addition to being able to kill demons, it can also clear a path for its own retreat. Zhang Jing, who was watching from afar, also put down her heart. Suming still has a strategy, so don't worry too much. As he went deeper, Suming also saw various phantom beasts in textbooks, such as the rhinoceros, the phantom horse, and the speed dog. These were the most common wild animals before the divine resurrection. But today, these animals have all evolved distinctive abilities. However, under the silver blade of the silver wolf, it is basically vulnerable. Except for a few wild rhinos, it seems that the whole body defense has evolved, and they can block a few silver blades. All the others have been beheaded. And this scene also made the second-class students who were on standby in the distance look envious. Isn't this what the internet said, that the beasts have passed through the herd without blood? Ding, kill. Ding, unassigned evolution. Point 1 detected. Is it evolving? After a long time, when the system prompt sounded again, Suming was taken aback. Finally got enough 1 evolution point? At this moment, Suming hesitated. Should he evolve into the silver wolf first, or should he first try to evolve himself? After a little thought, Suming made a decision. You can verify your guess first. If you can become an armored envoy, your strength will definitely soar. Even if it doesn't work, it's okay to waste it. In this place, as long as you spend a little time, you can evolve the silver wolf in no time. Thinking of this, Suming did not hesitate. System, evolve itself. Asterisk National Armorization. Infinite Evolution Super Illusory God 99, I Consciousness, Flame Tail, who is that? Ding, unassigned evolution. Point 1 was detected. Do you evolve the host? Suming was overjoyed when he saw this line of prompts. Sure enough, his guess was right. The system can really evolve itself, so to say, the remaining step from the armored envoy can be easily solved. Yes, Suming said without hesitation. In a flash in front of his eyes, a group of white light suddenly condensed out, and then directly got into Suming's body. In an instant, Suming only felt that his entire body was on fire. But in the process of burning, the strength is constantly increasing, and deep in the body, there is a steady stream of potential, which seems to be unsealed. The cells all over the body are squirming densely, increasing their activity. Crack. There was a soft sound in Suming's body, as if something was broken in his body. Then, everything in sight began to change drastically. The chirping of the insects around him entered his ears. The most important thing is that at this moment, Suming can actually see a dark forest on the other side of the lake, hazy shrouded in the distance. Host, Suming level, Black Iron middle grade talent, eyesight, normal, Eudemons 1, Silver Wolf evolution point, 0. When he saw his attribute panel, Suming was stunned for a while. As a human being, he actually gave birth to a talent that only phantom beasts have. Eye consciousness, isn't it the meaning of vision? Could it be said that the evolution of human beings is based on the 5 senses? My vision has indeed strengthened, but it doesn't seem to be that perverted. At this moment, Suming thought a lot. But at this moment, roar. A loud roar came from not far away. A giant blue lion that surpassed the size of a silver wolf and whose tail was burning with flames was approaching Suming step by step. Woo! At this moment, the silver wolf was different from the past. Its wolf roar was extremely solemn and cautious, and it stared closely at the arrival of the blue lion. Suming, come back. Rare bronze-level flame-tailed blue lions are not something you can deal with. A clear voice came from a distance. I don't know when, a vine that spread to the lake grew out of Zhang Jing's arm, drilled into the ground, broke through the ground to Suming's side, and protected him. Flame-tailed blue lion? Knowledge of rare-level Eudemons flashed in Suming's mind. The flame-tailed blue lion also belongs to the first class among the rare Eudemons. In addition to having a rare attack strength, the most important thing is that his burning flame tail can release powerful flame energy. This energy intensity, in the rare level, is also a superior existence. However, the only weakness is that the flame-tailed blue lion can only be released once and has no persistence. But for humans, this Eudemons is already very powerful. Thinking of this, Suming thought about whether to retreat. After all, the silver wolf was below 2 levels, and the quality couldn't keep up. According to normal comparison, the silver wolf could not be its opponent. But at this moment, when Suming turned around and looked at Zayawai, He was surprised to find that his phantom beast had taken an attacking stance. Zayawai, want to fight it? Suming said solemnly. Wu at this moment, Suming heard that Silver Wolf wanted to fight. Okay, let's fight with all our strengths. Suming's eyes were also full of determination. Up to now, the Silver Wolf has not fought with all his strength, and if he fought against the flame-tailed blue lion, as long as he does not die, the harvest will definitely be huge. As for whether it will die, Instructor Zhang, in case Yin Lang and I have a life and death crisis, please save us. Suming said to the vine. He knew that Zhang Jing would definitely hear it. At this time, Zhang Jing, who was far on the other side, flashed a complicated look on his face. This student, who has not yet become an armored envoy, actually wanted to use an ordinary black iron level phantom beast to fight a rare bronze level flame-tailed blue lion. At that level, I didn't even have the courage to deal with it, right? Go, be careful. Zhang Jing's voice entered Suming's ears, making him feel completely relieved. At this moment, Suming patted Yin Lang's body and shouted, Zayawai, come on. Use the silver blade. Wu, a shocking wolf roar came into the ears of the distant classmates. A silver light flashed by the lake, attracting everyone's attention. On the other hand, roar. The lion's roar, which was even more shocking than the wolf's roar, was equally astonishing. A group of burning flames shot up into the sky, covering the entire body of Qingxi. Instructor Zhang, what happened? Instructor Zhang, is that Suming? Instructor Zhang, is there anything major happening ahead? At this moment, all the students could not see the situation in the lake, but they all had a slight guess. At this moment, Zhang Jing couldn't help nodding her head. Suming is fighting against a rare bronze-ranked flame-tailed blue lion. The most important thing is that this flame-tailed blue lion has been promoted to flame-riddled. As soon as these words came out, everyone present showed a shocked look. Flame-tailed blue lion, they naturally understand what it is, and the flame-tailed blue lion who can advance to the flame-riddled lion is about to grow to its peak. Suming, will he actually fight against this phantom beast? How scary is this year's college entrance examination? He can be ranked in the country? The students in Class 2 have complicated hearts. Looking into the distance, one after another silver moon blade turned into a sky-filled attack, heading towards the giant flame. At the same time, in the forest behind the second class, the voice of the school's army came. It didn't take long for other instructors to enter this plain area with their students. When they saw the second class, they were not surprised. But at this moment, a violent explosion suddenly sounded in the distance. A group of energy cannons condensed with silver light burst into a giant flame. Boom boom boom. A strong explosion sounded, and the instructors present were all stunned. When they raised their heads and looked into the distance, a huge black iron rank silver wolf and a bronze rank flame-tailed blue lion surrounded by flames actually fought together. Originally, the instructors thought that it was the wild beasts fighting each other. But suddenly, they saw a figure in a school uniform, commanding the silver wolf on the battlefield. At this moment, the instructors couldn't help rubbing their eyes, thinking they were wrong. Call? A pair of iron wings that covered the sky and the sun brought up a black shadow, passing over the forest. I saw Chief Instructor Zhou Tao grow huge wings behind him, floating in the sky, staring at the scene ahead, and asked, Zhang Jing, who is that student? Zhang Jing was stunned for a moment, then nodded and said, Captain Zhou, that's a second-class student called Suming, National. Armorization, Infinite Evolution Super Illusory God 1010, Subversion, Perseverance, Final Armor. It's a good seedling. If we can take the first step of the armored envoy, we will go farther than us in the future. A pair of iron wings stretched out in the sky. Zhou Tao looked at the battle ahead and said subconsciously. At this moment, all the instructors present flashed a look of horror. Who is Zhou Tao? The gold-level armored envoy of the Covenant mercenary group. According to what he said, wouldn't the student in front enter the platinum level in the future? At that time, it basically belongs to the top powerhouses in the country. The other instructors looked at Suming, who was fighting with a flash of solemnity. As for the students, only after inquiring left and right did they realize that the violent battle scene ahead was actually caused by the second class. At this moment, they feel that their lives have been turned upside down. What the hell? Everyone is still wandering around the black iron level, but there is a student in the second class who is going to single out the rare bronze level phantom beast. Is this really the same age? Zayawai, start the monthly. Speed. A layer of silver light gradually emerged from the wolf hair of the silver wolf. At this moment, the speed of the silver wolf increased again, and a silver afterimage was drawn by the wide lake. However, the flame-tailed blue lion was indifferent to all this. Roar. A lion's roar turned into layers of invisible ripples, spreading around. When the silver wolf entered the ripple area, the speed returned to normal again. At the moment of discovering the silver wolf, the huge body of the flame-tailed blue lion raised the lion's claws, brought a flame of flame, and grabbed the silver wolf. Swish swish. 3 silver blades appeared one after another, turning into moon blades and colliding with the flames. Boom! The explosion sounded again. Seeing this scene, Suming's face flashed. Extremely solemn. It's been a while since the two sides collided. This flame-tailed blue lion is a bit terrifying. The body is stronger than the silver wolf, but the speed is not slow at all. Only when the moon speed is turned on, the silver wolf can overwhelm one head. But the flame-tailed blue lion turned into a deceleration field through its roar, and when the silver wolf entered, it returned to its normal speed, offsetting the bonus of the monthly speed. As for the silver blade, it couldn't do any damage. That layer of flaming flame seemed to have a defensive power. When the silver blade approached, it weakened the attack, and it didn't hurt to cut it on the lion at all. Now both sides are deadlocked. But Suming knew very well that the flame-tailed blue lion didn't make any effort at all, and was completely teasing the silver wolf. Damn it! The quality level is too different. It's not night, Zayawai can't show his full strength. Suming said irritably. Whether it is Yuemin or Yuehui, only the silver wolf at night is the strongest. But now it's daytime, and it's obviously not enough to rely on the usual accumulated monthly speed. What should I do? At this moment, Su Ming's mind raced rapidly. The silver light energy bullets began to condense in the mouth again. After some testing, it was found that only wolf howling bullets could damage this blue lion. And at this moment, Silver Wolf couldn't bear it anymore. Boom! A violent energy cannon, absorbing the surrounding power, blasted towards the flame-tailed blue lion. But it's not over yet. Another 2 wolf howling bullets were thrown out by the silver wolf with almost full force. The space began to become hot, and a burst of shining silver light shone from the end of the lake. Boom boom boom! A strong explosion sounded from a distance. Let all the instructors present look solemn. Is this an attack that a black iron-class Udemons can do? 3 consecutive energy cannons, their strongest phantom beast, is impossible at this time. And all instructors see it. The silver wolf did not fall. After 3 consecutive energy cannons, several silver blades were drawn and followed. Then, sticking out his tongue, he retreated to the side, and looked sharply at the center of the battlefield. Roar! But as the smoke dissipated, a lion's roar with boundless anger resounded in the sky. A beam of blazing flames burned in the air. At that moment, everyone discovered that the lion body of the flame-tailed blue lion had been blown up to a small half of its skin. But for his size, it's not a serious injury. At this time, the flame-tailed blue lion has been completely provoked. Those ferocious eyes, full of tyranny, stared fiercely at the silver wolf. Zayawai, let's back. Suming couldn't help but said. This gap is really too big. But at this moment, the silver wolf still took an attacking stance, let out a low roar, panted, and stared at the flame-tailed blue lion. Suming was stunned. Is Zayawai so persistent? In a trance, Suming recalled everything that came through. If there is no system, the silver wolf at this moment would even follow him to kill chickens in the slaughterhouse. For you demons, it is a complete shame. Isn't this your own problem? And until now, the silver wolf in the battle has never retreated against a formidable opponent. Are you thinking of quitting? Staring at the blue lion with blazing flames in front of him, Suming's eyes began to gradually become firmer. Zayawai, come back. Wow. Silver Wolf shook his head and refused. But at this time, Suming laughed. Come back to my body. Let's face it together. Now, there is only one way left. Suming said directly. At this moment, the silver wolf seemed to understand something, turned into a silver on tattoo, and returned to Suming's body. At this time, the fierce eyes of the flame-tailed blue lion also looked at Suming. He felt the breath of the silver wolf on this little human body. Are you going back? Seeing this scene, Chief Instructor Zhou Tao murmured. At the same time, with a cautious wave of Zhongjing's hands, 2 vines soaring into the sky grew out, burrowed into the ground, and ran towards Suming, ready to lend a helping hand. At this moment, the tail of the flame-tailed blue lion suddenly condensed a large amount of flames. The surrounding temperature has risen sharply, and the weeds by the lake are burning at the same time. When the orange flame on the tail condensed to a certain extent, it turned into a hint of blue. Roar. A lion's roar sounded, and the flame on its tail turned into a shooting star and shot towards Suming in the distance. But at this moment, a loud cry suddenly sounded from the battlefield. Armorization. A large amount of silver light began to envelope Suming. Dong dong dong. His heart was beating so fast that Suming couldn't count it by himself. A power like a cold current overflowed from the silver wolf phantom tattoo, breaking through Suming's eyebrows, and then through this node, the power was integrated into all parts of the body. The strength of the whole body is growing endlessly. The silver wolf, who could only be turned into a tattoo originally, turned into a mimetic like a soul this time, and entered Suming's eyebrows. Slowly, a looming crescent moon appeared. At the same time, all parts of his body were transformed into silver armor, covering Suming's skin. Suming slowly raised his head, and then found that his vision seemed to be open. Everything around here is so slow. Flametail Leo's flame 3 vines drilled from the ground. It's as fast as a turtle. Is this his own eye consciousness talent? At this moment, a smile crossed the corner of Suming's mouth, and he gently snapped his fingers. Moon speed? *, please like and subscribe, thank you.